In Dungeons and Dragons, what you do is to create a fantasized universe of the mind in which expediency to achieve your goal is more important than any kind of moral frame of reference to your actions.
So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies.
Looks like it's kind of
far out.
Mazes and monsters, far out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?
This is the Heroes Era.
Welcome to the Heroes Era. I'm your Dungeon Master, Ben, and we are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 14 of our fourth campaign together, and joining me tonight we have Bodhi as Durian.
A tough lost orc is trying to find his family in the world, with his only remaining friend, the paladin.
And we do have two players with new characters tonight. We have Chris as Jacra.
Yeah, I'll be playing Jacra, and you don't get a voice or intro or anything until you meet them in person.
And Joel as Peter.
Oh,
Checks notes.
it's Peter Underleaf.
Very nice. And Jason as Desperado. Jason, you're muted.
You never make this.
The Nimble Elf Paladin with my lone friend Durian.
And
French
tonight we
daylight.
are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the Dungeon Master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era.
Why did that intro have a threatening aura to it?
I'm scared of the dice now.
That's what I was gonna say. It's the dice. The dice.
If you would
That's
please
what it is.
like our videos, subscribe to our channel. We are posting our games on Monday nights on YouTube. We usually have 3 games a month. And I'm doing my best to get them up there the same night that we play. It just depends on how long we go. And I'll also be posting our one-shot from last week.
Oh, nice.
I have not exported the file yet to be uploaded, but I will get on that. And that should be done sometime this week. Our content does include descriptions of graphic violence and moderate language, so please be advised of that. We didn't do our recap stream, Bodhi.
Oh, no worries. We can do it now. No, nothing too bad happened.
Well,
Was there anything really of mention last session? I don't think.
Nothing important happened. You know.
maybe we'll circle around after the game for the full run through, because it was a pivotal game.
Yeah.
You know, the dice had their say, and 2 characters were felled. The players still with us.
It was 2 players. Ben killed 2 guys last week.
Yeah, these are the new guys.
That would-
Welcome to the stream.
Luckily, there's no evidence of it.
So yeah, the game was cut a little bit short. They ran up against some fierce red caps, and 2 characters made it through victoriously. Unfortunately, 2 were slain in battle. And we will pick up just where we left off last week. You're, deep in a dungeon beneath the earth, having been brought here by a wizard that you are merely acquainted with. And you're seeking to find your way through this dungeon so that you can meet with, hopefully, Lady Jude Harrows, the members of her court, and join the Feast of the Moon, the Great Hunt. But first you will need to make it out of this dungeon alive. And this dungeon seems to be, focused around an obelisk in a central chamber, which reveals riddles periodically that will open up different sectors of the dungeon. and you guys find yourself in this wing of the dungeon, having defeated the Red Caps, crawling out of basically a pit with air blasting behind you. And, two of your friends, Scuzz and Cyrus, were slain within the pit. We'll just pick up there. You've dispatched the enemies, and here you are in the dungeon, Durian and Desperado.
First things first, we loot the bodies.
Of course.
And you may be thinking, the Red Caps? We can loot them too, but mainly we're pilfering our dead friends for trinkets and baubles.
It would be good to have something to pass on to the mother. We can't take their bodies, but it'd be good to have something that we could, in their spirit, to pass on.
I could carry them. I think I can do it. I just don't know how much of a good idea it is in this place. Especially where they are. I mean, we just went through 2 big wind tunnels.
Yeah, I don't know how we get them
good
back
wind.
up that up
That
the hole.
ladder.
Maybe if we just take, we could take the Scuzz. Maybe Scuzz is his rod and his gloves, and maybe for Cyrus we could take his boots. Or I think his only symbol is a shield. I don't know if you want to carry his shield, but I just thought something like
I
that.
could take his hammer. He liked his name was Cyrus Hammerhead.
That's true. We could do that. Want to do that? Take the hammer.
Yeah, you want to carry the gloves or should I?
All right. Do you think you'd use them?
Probably not.
I'll put them in my bag for now.
All right, I'll take his hammer, and we go ahead and we scrounge up the remains that we discussed upon.
I might ask my lady to just look over my fallen friends and hope they pass on to their next life and don't linger in the spirit world where we hear there's, what's his name, the master. He kind of takes these spirits and uses them for his own will, and I hope that maybe my lady will help them thwart his gaze and pass to the spirit world where they might rest in peace.
And you had discussed also, I think Scuzz may have had a potion on him as well that you guys had retrieved.
I think
Maybe Desperado or Durian, you may want to take the potion, my friend.
Yes, it's already in my hand.
Should be down your stomach.
Yeah, I am very hurt. You have anything? No, wait, you used it all.
I did. I have no. Oh, I do have one healing potion as well.
You hold on to that. I got a couple on me. And I'm gonna take Cyrus's hammer. I'm also going to Cyrus. He didn't wear a helmet, did he? I assume
believe he did.
I don't think he did.
Joel's saying no.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna say he probably didn't. It would mess with his luscious locks.
Yeah. I was
You
gonna
have
take
his
his
hammer?
I was gonna take his hammer and his helmet, but he doesn't have a helmet, so I'll just take his hammer. That's good enough. And I was throwing it in my
Do you
pack.
use the shield, Durian? Maybe you could always use Cyrus' shield.
Yeah, I looked to my door that I use as a shield, and I looked towards a dwarf who had a considerably smaller shield. It's probably a lot better quality of mine, but I think I'll stick with mine. I'll also rob this corpse of the jewelry that he had on him. That he was using to
I might
transmute
leave my
stuff.
shield and take Cyrus' shield just as a memento. Remember,
for
my
it.
friend.
I'm sure he doesn't want it to go to waste.
Very good.
In Dungeons and Dragons.
Oops.
I
Of course, in this situation, there is no shame in taking their valuables. You have difficulty and strife ahead of you, and to leave all of their belongings on them would be foolish. In this situation, you know that they will not. There's no way to afford them rest or to convey their soul to the afterlife, at least at this time. that may be something that you wish to pursue after you make it out of the dungeon. Perhaps Lady Jude will be amenable to that.
And Durian, I don't want to give this wizard lady, whatever her name is, the pleasure of taking our friends' things and adding them to her spoils if we can help it.
Yeah, I know it seems like I'm being really callous about our two friends dying, but I did just go unconscious like 3 times very quickly, so I'm pretty out of it. And saying that I'm gonna drink 2 of the 3 healing potions I have on my person.
And I think they would like to know at least that they're helping us in death, in this way.
I'll get back some health. I'm doing a bit better.
And so after you take the valuables from your fallen comrades, you bend over perhaps to see what the Redcaps have to offer. As you do, their bodies, their material forms vanish, and they leave only a single tooth for each Redcap that was slain.
Guess I'll take those. Take 3 teeth. 3 tooths. Well,
I guess back up the wind tunnel.
Yeah, I'm about as good as I'll ever be.
If it's all the same to you, I might go first. You don't fall on
Perish. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Go ahead. And we got the rope that we secured earlier to make the passing by easier.
Sure. And so you continue climbing up to where the Redcaps had ambushed you.
Mm-hmm.
You see a treasure chest sitting on a pedestal against one of the walls, similar to in the other chamber. And you also see a small burrow in the wall behind the chest, off to the side. It looks like it opens up to a small antechamber.
Burrow? Like, is it us-sized or is it like rabbit-sized?
It's like Redcap sized.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to squeeze to get in there. If I'm trying to go in there. Well, and there's no other exits in this room.
That appears to be all.
Do we see on the floor around the chest, are there like those, remember there was holes that were like needles were coming up, like the last one?
Will you make a perception check for me, Desperado?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I didn't mean to roll guidance. Sorry, that's just 23, natural 20.
Just a nat 20.
Yeah, just nat 20.
Yeah.
This chest does not seem to be trapped in the way that the other chest was trapped, or in any way.
Okay. I will. I'll open it.
I'm gonna let you open it. I'm gonna
Maybe
be over
you step
here.
back a bit, Durian.
Yeah.
I'll open this one.
I'll stand away from the hole, but like next to a wall.
The treasure
keep your eye
chest
open, though.
opens easily, and you hear, as it opens, a bird call. The same few notes repeating 3 times.
Oh, Desperado, check your Twitter. I think it's going off.
And in the treasure chest is a recorder. That being a very simple flute or musical instrument.
Are you musically inclined? Because I'm not.
You mean like would I be able to recite it back?
Yeah, do you know how to play?
I don't have any instruments with me, no.
Well, I think I know where we have to go. Is to go back to that room. I mean, last time we got the candle in one of these, and we went back to the obelisk, and then we figured out another puzzle.
Right.
We just take this with and leave.
Do you want to look? Should I look in the burrow and see if there's anything worth looking at, or do we want
You
to?
want to stick your head in there? Goodbye, fine by me. Might be an iron boot to the face that you'll get.
Yeah. Okay.
You peer into the burrow, And it opens up to a small room. Were either of you to go through, you would need to hunch over to while you were within it. In the room, you see 3 beds, but they're simply bales of hay with filthy blankets upon them. There's a puddle of stagnant, muddy water and a cauldron full of dark red liquid. There is a pile of bodies, emaciated as if their blood has been drained. Beside them is a pool of weapons, or excuse me, a pile of weapons. The bodies still wear the armor that they died in.
I mean, if we want to check, see if there's anything good in there.
I mean, you can try. I'm not sure that we are have the. I mean, we can tell what a nice weapon looks like and what doesn't. Maybe yeah. Let's try. I can crawl in there.
Among these weapons and armor, you see hanging on the wall a sling with a bag of pellets. And you see that the pellets are magical, glowing greenish blue with eldritch energy. The sling seems to be made from what looks like a wishbone, but it is thick and sturdy. This sling is a +1 weapon with 7 +1 eldritch bullets, and these bullets will deal an additional 1d6 force damage on a hit. I'll put this in the chat for you guys.
Nice.
You see,
think you might be able to use that, Darian? I know you don't really have a ranged weapon. That might be useful for you to have.
I got javelins. I mean,
a sling. You might actually be able to shoot a sling.
I think anyone could use this. Really. I mean, I'll take it, but I'll go pick it up and I'll keep it on me.
Hey, hold on to it for now.
You see, there are
+1 bullets.
2 battle-worthy short swords, and you see a finely crafted shield and plate armor that seems to glimmer and almost, when you look directly at it, becomes somewhat transparent.
That might be something of use. Darian, do you wear heavy armor? Do you?
I'd be willing to wear that. That looks good.
This is plate armor of etherealness.
I mean, I don't think I don't have proficiency for heavy armor, but I'm not gonna leave that here.
Right. Yeah.
And a sentinel shield.
Oh. Ooh.
I could use that shield. Sentinel shield. That's pretty cool.
Wait. Do we know what a sentinel shield does? Do we have any?
Will grant you advantage on initiative and perception checks.
Yeah, that might be. You mind if I hold on to that?
Yeah, go for it. This is a dex weapon. Oh no. It's fine. It's fine.
Nice.
Well, I guess I'll hang on to this armor, the plate armor.
Yeah, by all means.
And guess we'll just take this flute and go back.
I think that's the best way. Yeah, let's do that.
You guys make your way back to the first chamber of the dungeon. And there's the obelisk in the center of it with a face on either of the 4 sides. And as you approach and regard the obelisk as you have done, one of the faces animates. Its pained expression goes soft, like the face of a natural of a person, and it speaks. It says, "A poet is a nightingale who sits in darkness and sings to cheer its own solitude with sweet sounds."
A poet is a nightingale that sings in
It sits in darkness.
sits in darkness. Sing cheer its own solitude.
Perhaps we need to make that sound in, but with the light out.
Yes. Okay, so we'll. I mean, I'm sure you're better at singing than I am, or playing a flute. So I guess I'll just take I'll just take some stuff I got on me. Or I'll just take Desperado's hat like we have before, and just
I'll hand you.
cover the light sources. Take out all the torches and then look at them.
I will try and replicate the sounds that opened as we opened the chest on the flute.
Okay. Desperado, make a performance check for me, please.
All right. Before I do this, I might ask my lady to help me in this. I'm very charismatic, but I'm not really skilled. Just naturally good at this.
Sure.
Let's try. Here we go. 12.
And you begin to fumble with the recorder.
Absolutely.
And after some time, you're able to find the sequence of notes that you heard repeated when you opened the treasure chest. And actually, as this happens, the third wall of this chamber dissipates, and there's a small threshold, a passage appears. But at the same time, there is a swirling of colors like a typhoon within the chamber. And when this disappears, there stand before you two people. And this is where we will introduce Jacra and Peter.
So you see, standing before you a kind of relatively small air genasi. They are about 5'8", very slim build. They have their skin is like a sort of a bluish grayish sort of shade to it, but it's an uneven shading of to the skin where it almost looks like clouds in a weird sort of way. And they have very long hair that is strikingly white with like bluish silver streaks in it, just very faint, that almost look as though they're pulsating. And even though you're inside and there's not really any wind flowing through, the hair is kind of looks like it's blowing in a breeze slightly. Just a not like blown away, but just a little movement on the edges of it. And they look over and they see you guys, you two come in. They go, Peter, it seems we have a guest. A couple of them, actually.
You would see next to him a halfling that's pretty well dressed, considering, I would say, your environment. He's got like brown hair, brown eyes, and like a thin mustache over his lip. And he's got a bit of a shifty look to him. And I think he would be staring you down, looking for some sign of who you are.
Well, I guess first off, thank you for not like immediately trying to kill us. That's nice. You know, good first impression. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Little guy.
Do they look like they're well off? Or how are they dressed?
It's
Durian, did you don the armor of etherealness?
Unfortunately, I cannot. I need heavy armor
okay,
proficiency to do so.
So it looks like they're carrying a lot of things with them.
Oh, I get a big bag, yeah.
And Desperado
looks
has
heavy.
some fine armaments, no doubt.
Oh,
yeah, I have nice clothes. I have like a long leather duster, which is like a long leather trench coat. The fedora on. As you're coming in, I'm putting my hat back on. The light really illuminates.
You would notice for sure that he's not wearing any armor, very clearly, and he's dressed well, but it's not extravagant. It's like dark colors and maybe like a trench coat.
You would notice that Durian seems to be a bit musky and sweaty. And I don't imagine that you have the best odor coming from you either.
Look, man, we've been in here for a little bit. All right, it's been bad.
And just surviving at a consistent, steady, 96 degrees is it? Fahrenheit?
Dry heat.
Dry heat, yeah.
Ooh.
So I see the queen has new contestants for her game, it seems.
Yeah, something of that nature, you might say. Yes. Looks like you've had a bit of a rough go of it through here so far.
Yeah, but so far, I mean, our two friends, they just kind of met a less than ideal end, unfortunately. Yeah, kind of catching us at a bad time, to be quite frank.
I'm terribly sorry to hear your loss. Is there anything we can do to help? I don't really have any. You look a little beat up. I don't have any sort of potions or anything. Peter, you have anything that could help our new friends here? Be nice. Be nice.
It is so much work.
I know, but look, you can tell they've been through it, and they just lost their friends.
Why is he laughing when you said help us?
Well, he's usually on the other side of people who need help. But we're working on that, aren't we?
Certainly. Everyone has needs.
Yes.
And my expertise is in filling those needs. Now, unfortunately, we are a bit short on potions at the moment.
I mean,
it's been a bit of a tough go through here for us as well, you know.
I mean, we know it's not an easy trek into this place, nor I'm sure you maybe didn't choose to be here.
But believe me, darling, I would not be here of my own choice.
Forgive me. I removed my hat. I am Desperado, and this is my good friend Durian. We just revealed a new passage. God knows where it leads, but nonetheless, 4 more eyes on our backs is a welcome addition, to be quite frank.
So are you like, you said that it sounds like you're not here of your own free will. So did you come here like, did you
the master
fight somebody and you showed up here? Did you get sent here?
I myself, I did engage in some combat with a few ruffians in order to earn my way into the passage here. There seems to be some information on the other side of all of this that I am hoping to get my hands on. I've managed to make a few friends along the way, and hopefully this will help me get there.
And you, I kind of look 6 feet down.
I am like 3 feet tall.
Oh, sorry, 3 feet down. You are.
I am a keeper of secrets. And some secrets are dangerous to know.
Is how you got here one of those secrets? Or
He
you just
talks in riddles a lot. You have to get used to it.
Oh, good. You'll be useful for the next one then.
Yeah, we.
I'm just gonna whisper in his endurance mind. Some secrets are hard to keep secret for long.
Well, I would say that's freaky, but I kind of don't care. It's been a real tough day.
It has been one of those for sure, my friend Durian. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He just spoke in my mind, Desperado. He just whispered
really?
he just whispered on the wind through my ears.
Yes,
interesting.
he does that sometimes.
Something, I don't know what.
He doesn't poke a prod. He only talks a little bit. At least that's what he's told me so far. I hope he was not lying about that. I don't think he was, though. I trust him.
It sounds like you haven't known him for long.
Oh, well, I mean, not an especially long time, but long enough to know that well, he probably could have killed me by now if he had wanted to, so I'm still here, so he obviously must want me here for some reason.
See, do I know that halflings are a delicacy in the Feywild?
I don't know that
This
you
information-
have any way of knowing that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay,
That's gonna be
so-
fun.
Yes,
I
there-
can't
it's
make a
just-
funny
fun.
joke then. Never mind.
You just see the word delicious stamped on my forehead.
Oh, that USDA mark?
So after you have major introductions, your attention turns to the task at hand, and that is surviving Lady Jude's dungeon.
Shall we, my friends?
I don't want to, but let's do it.
Yes, I think it's best. if
Dust
we keep
myself off
moving.
with my hat and put it back on my head, Ben. Shall I? Durian, you've had the day. Maybe I'll go first if it pleases you, my friend.
I'm bleeding from my chest. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Shall we go? I mean,
Yes, I'll take up the lead with you and sort of
anyway.
keep an eye on things for the others. I can help with that.
That sounds good. I'll keep my new shield just kind of in front of me, Ben, as we proceed through our new path that's opened up.
Okay. This is a short passage, perhaps 8 or 10 feet long. And on the other side, there's a dimly lit chamber with 3 tunnels on the opposite side of the room. The room is about 20 by 20 feet, as many of these chambers have been. And there is a pit in the center of the room. There is also a cage floating in the air above the pit, about 20 feet high. This chamber, quite a bit taller than the others, perhaps 30 feet to the ceiling. This cage has a mesh bottom, and you can see a person in the cage. As you enter the room, the person stirs. Thank the mother, get me out of here. During
yo.
Desperado, you recognize the face of none other than Commander Kevin Hawkins.
Hey. Been a while.
You know this person.
Yeah, he's good. He's a nice guy. He helped me read.
Why is he in a cage?
Why
Why are you in a cage?
There is a demon in the halls beyond. I have fought it half a dozen times at least. Each time it flays me within inches of my life. Then darkness takes me, and I find myself in here, time and again.
And yet you still fight.
And we heard about this story. Remember, they were telling us that they're playing games with Kevin.
Yes.
I mean, if he can get out, then why haven't you gotten out?
A good question.
Yeah, you said you fought this thing countless times, and you're in a cage. How do you get out of the cage?
This is the first time that I've been here suspended above the pit.
Oh.
And you look and see that indeed the cage is hovering above the pit, again, some 20 feet high. Usually I pick my way out, and I fight my way through the tunnels.
Desperado,
what do you fight with?
Yeah, what do you have?
There are corpses in the tunnels. I arm myself with whatever I find there.
So you're telling me that you go every single day and you break out, fight against all the odds, only to be beaten to within an inch of your life and wind up back here in the morning. And yet you fight every day.
Well, I've not given up yet. It's been only, a handful of times, as I said, but what would you have me do?
You are a brave... No. You misunderstand. You're a brave man. And as such, you have my help.
What have you learned about this demon you're fighting that we might use against it? What sort of tricks is it playing? What does it do? What is it?
Demon has long claws that it prefers, and it strikes fear into your very core. And it possesses magic that shrouds you in darkness.
Ben?
Yes.
How is he dressed? Does he have armor on? Is he in rags?
He is in a tattered robe, brown.
With no weapons on him, visible?
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to essentially, because you said he's 30 feet up, right?
20, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to bring rope, so he can tie it to the bars of the cage or something.
Oh, brilliant. He takes the rope and does fix it to the bars of the cage.
Hold on. I'm gonna look down this hole. Do I see a bottom?
You see blackness. No bottom. And you hear the distant echo of just air moving.
And about how far wide is this hole?
Hole is about 8 or 9 feet in diameter.
Oh. Well, I look over at Desperado. I was going to suggest we get the ladder, but that would have been very overkill in this situation.
A good thought, my friend.
That would have been a lot of work. I kind of pat my belongings down. I say, well, I guess I'll try to catch you if you fall. I don't have any, poles or... I mean, I got a staff, actually. I'll pull out my... I think I have a quarterstaff on me that I'll pull out, and I'll just, hold out to him, so if he, is going to, try and leave, and he can grab onto it, and so he doesn't, fall into a pit and die. Just as, a safety...
If he could tie the rope to the cage, could he slide down to us as opposed to down the hole?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Perhaps
good
we could.
idea.
You're a pretty strong guy, my friend Durian. You could hold on to the other end, and he could
Oh, for sure.
maybe slide down that way.
Why don't you pull me into the ground?
Or does the cage come down?
It's merely floating here, I think, by the magic of the demon.
Oh,
Ah,
yes. That'd be
wait, yeah.
a lot easier. Yeah, yes. I put my staff away and I just grab the rope and I'm going to start I'm going to move it over my shoulder and just move towards the entrance or towards the door we came through. And just kind of pull it using my shoulder as a lever, as a pulley to bring it down to the ground.
Oh, magnificent. Now,
Oui.
Kevin grabs the door of the cage and the bar next to it and just begins to pry and bash into the cage door, trying to free himself.
As he is freeing Ben, I might just use my divine sense just to make sure that he is not the demon and he is who he says he is.
Sure. Just do me a favor and put divine sense up in the chat, please.
Yeah, no problem.
He appears to be, your old friend or acquaintance, Commander Kevin Hawkins.
Ah.
If he is closer to the ground now, I want to try to pick that lock if it's locked.
Okay.
You're it.
Oh, thank you. I've never met you. I do know Durian and Desperado.
So I do have Thieves' Tools proficiency.
Okay.
So this would be... I'm just gonna roll it as a... What do you call it? As a sleight of hand, because it's the same proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So it's an 18 total.
The cage opens. Commander Hawkins rubs his shoulder as he stumbles out. Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure how I was going to get out of that this time. And Desperado, you having your divine sense, you see an energy field in the darkened tunnels. The three tunnels on the opposite side of the room are pitch black, as if darkened by magic. But you see the energy of a fiend, a demon, passing briefly within one
my
of
friends,
the tunnels.
it's close. It's close. And
Everyone,
I pull off, and I hand Kevin Cyrus's shield that I had that we brought from the Ol. I believe my friend Durian has something of yours as well, my friend Kevin.
Yeah, let's go back into the room, but right before this, I'm gonna pull Kevin off into the obelisk room.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna flip the armor, the plate mail of etherealness, and I'm gonna give it to him because I can't wear it right now.
Wow, this is a nice piece.
I'm gonna say, armor up, friend. You're gonna need it. And as I do that, I'm gonna take the sword from behind my back. I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna hand it to him. It's still covered in the wrappings to hide the identity of it. But kind of I open the sheath a little bit so you can see the blade, and I say, "I found this, just for you."
Oh, that's a nice blade too. Thank you.
I go and I whisper in his ear, "It's yours. It's your sword."
Of course. Oh, it has been some time since I've seen this. Oh, no wonder it was so familiar to me.
And after that, I'm gonna...
Something seemed off with Kevin. You think he would know. Couldn't have been that long he lost his sword. It's his family. It's a family heir. He would know, would he not?
I mean, he did get beaten to almost death.
Yes,
a
I'm sorry,
good
my
few
friends.
times.
I'm not myself, apparently. Yes, my family's sword, of course. How foolish of me. I'm embarrassed.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna... Is this Kevin?
Let me ask, do I, as someone who has never met Kevin originally, so maybe I wouldn't have as much of a biased opinion, do I feel like this person is being honest with us, or do they seem shady?
You can make an Durian, Chakra, Desperado, you can make insight checks.
Because we know he's not like a
Oh,
fiend.
shit. Why did I
But
do that? Keep putting that on. Sorry.
Oh,
Ignore
whoops.
the die 4.
11.
Just
I've got
just
to turn off
20
my
then, not
advantage.
24.
Yeah,
Just 20.
just a 20.
Mine's
Chakra
just a
and
12.
Durian, he seems to be who he says he was. You know, like you said, he's taken some blows to the head. He's probably not himself. Desperado, you feel like it might warrant, you know, further testing or proof that this is actually Commander Hawkins.
All right.
While they're doing that, can I find a place to hide? Because we have a fiend that we haven't dealt with yet.
That's true. I imagine this taking place in the original chamber of the dungeon with the obelisk.
Right.
Do you all come back to that main chamber, or Peter, are you staying in the room with the 3 tunnels?
I would stay behind. If they said there's something coming up, I would definitely stay and make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
Okay,
But
nice.
I want to see if I can find, like, I'm a small boy.
Sure.
I want to see if I can find a hiding place for myself.
Well, there's a fountain in the room as well, made of stone with a tree crafted from it, and water trickles quietly into a basin that is filled with water. You can probably hide behind that if you want to make a stealth check.
I would love to do that.
Okay. 25.
That's a 25.
This fountain is the perfect shape for your halfling body.
Halfling body.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect.
And I also, I don't want to hide necessarily, but I want to just find a strategic place to position myself. You know, like
Sure.
near like where this thing would come in if it comes in here. Maybe like just like around the door, you know?
Sure, make a stealth check for me, please, Chakra.
Got pretty good stealth.
21. Nice.
21.
You're able to move quietly and, leaning against the wall, you're sure that you'll get the jump on this creature if it decides to exit these tunnels to approach you. However, Desperado, there is your suspicion.
See, I'm just trying to think of what the best avenue is to either figure out if he is who he is or decide if he's just unwell.
Is he going through the process of putting on the plate mail?
Yes, he is donning the armor of etherealness.
Okay. Well, that takes like 10 minutes. So he's not. If we do have to put this poor man down, it's not going to be that hard.
Yeah, just give me a moment, guys. I'll get suited up, and this time we'll show that demon what for. Desperado, why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, wait.
I'm just perplexed, my friend. This is a sword that's been passed down through your family, and yet you looked at it like it was another blade off a wall. You know, I'm a bit perplexed.
Right, I
You
mean, this
recall-
is all just so much right now. You guys came out of nowhere, and it's, been so long since I've seen you, and, I mean, you're right, though. I should have known it as soon as I set eyes upon it.
So,
But I didn't get anything from my divine sense. Didn't trigger anything from his aura specifically. He seems fine in terms of.
As far as being celestial fiend or undead, he is not.
Yeah.
well, do you remember what that does? I mean, you've used it plenty of times. Surely you know, like, how it works.
Of course I know how a sword works.
I'd say
looks brilliantly sharp as well. No doubt it will easily strike a killing blow as long as I swing it deftly.
Would you mind proving Let you know how it works.
Of course. And Kevin stands up and deftly maneuvers the sword in his hands.
No, that's not what I meant.
Come again?
I meant the other thing. Come on, Kevin. I like you. You taught me how. What'd you teach me how to do, Kevin? When we were kids. Or I mean, I guess not kids specific. When we in the past years, what have you taught me how to do? You know who I am.
I do know, Durian. Of course. And Kevin moves quickly and tries to plunge the sword into your chest, Durian.
All right.
Down like Donkey Kong.
I
guess I'll
will roll in order to establish surprise. I want to roll a deception against an insight check versus Durian.
All right. I feel like I'm appropriate. Yeah, this I don't. I'm not too sure who this guy is. Really?
Oof, wow, you had a natural 20, but the 24 is going to beat out your 21.
Dang.
You don't know who you can trust nowadays.
I guess I should preface this with whenever I gave him the sword, I moved to my great axe because it's my other primary weapon, and you can only two-hand it, so I don't have my shield out currently.
Okay.
Unless I was going to use the Mace of Disruption, but that didn't seem like I was going to go for it.
Okay, and the creature, Kevin, does stab you, or tries to here. This is with advantage, so I'll roll twice. 24 to hit, or excuse me, no, a 9 and an 8.
Yeah, they don't hit, even with my decreased.
He does not know how to use that sword, like he said, Durian. Let's take this fiend down. This is a shape changer, like we have been.
Oh yeah,
Stories are true.
Don't you have a warhammer as well?
I do have your hammer, yes. I didn't specifically write down any stats for
Kevin
it.
quickly darts away, trying to flee into the room with the tunnels, where Jacques and Peter are hiding from the demon. As he moves away from Durian, you can make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Please. 11? He doesn't have armor.
I'm not sure if would he have finished getting dressed? I don't know.
I did envision him donning the plate mail. So your great axe just, bounces off the back of his armor as he runs away quickly. Desperado, you're at hand. You can make an attack of opportunity as well.
Nice. I did say I have my shield out, so it'll be a strike with my rapier.
Okay.
I lunge at him for I rolled initiative. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I didn't mean to roll an advantage. That's going to be a miss though.
And he moves
Get that out of the
swiftly into the room with the 3 tunnels and makes his way around the hole in the ground and disappears into the darkness of one of the tunnels.
He didn't run past us?
The fountain is in the corner, so he didn't run past Peter. Jacques, I'll say he ran by you as he did flee.
Okay. Could I try to, because I was hiding. Well, I guess I wasn't really hiding from him, so. But still, could I try to just, basically just pop out and clothesline him on the way out? Just knock him down?
Yes.
Would that be... You want just an unarmed attack for that, or Would that be a
That's like
a grapple check? I
Is
guess.
that like a push attack, basically, to
I
try to
guess.
knock somebody prone.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. I think then you make opposed strength or dex checks, if I'm remembering properly.
Okay. Could I use acrobatics for it?
Oh yes, yes you may.
Okay. Cool.
And
Oh, I
usually he is more dexterous, but wearing the heavy armor, he will opt for his strength check, so it's not at disadvantage. With the 15, he just kind of plows through your clothesline, and Commander Hawkins disappears into one of the dark tunnels, the demon lurking therein as well.
Well, that was a mistake.
I don't think that was your friend that you thought it was.
No, I don't think so either.
Is your friend actually missing?
Yes, he was.
He's in here somewhere, or the queen has him.
So we should be on the lookout for someone who looks like that, then.
Yes.
I suppose.
I think
Well,
we should
that's-
chase after that guy, maybe.
Hmm.
That sword is important.
All right, I'll turn around and take off running. I've got a speed of 45.
Yeah, I'll run after too.
As you dart into the tunnels, you are shrouded in pitch black. This is magical darkness, and so if you do have dark vision, you can't see through this. So you step into the pitch black of the tunnel.
Where's the little guy?
You hear in your mind, darkness and magic don't mix well.
Is there any way that we could pause this right now and go do other stuff until we get to level 17 and then come back and finish? Because I get blind sight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Do you guys continue to charge into the pitch black of the tunnel, or do you?
I will
step
no
back out?
longer be charging on account of the fact that I cannot see, but I will begin to I'll try to sneak up a little bit further and sort of just try to focus and concentrate and see if I can hear footsteps or anything like that.
Everybody roll initiative for me, please.
I basically, Ben, if I get there, as soon as I realize I'm in like that blackness that I can't see, I would step back out of it.
Okay.
And look for the little guy.
Sure. Yeah, I have Durian and Jakra rushing into the tunnel on the leftmost of the three tunnels. Desperado in the main chamber, as well as Peter.
Yeah, I only got a 6 for my initiative.
15.
I'm gonna pull out my my crossbow, Ben. Seeing as my magic won't be too much use here.
Oh, hey, do our new characters start off with an inspiration?
Yes. Desperado, as you step back, you do hear Peter's voice in your mind. And as you scan the room, you see in front of the center tunnel, there is a dimly glowing stone embedded in the floor. And you see that around the center tunnel, it is framed in copper wire. And in fact, it looks as though all three of these tunnels are framed in copper wire.
Oh. Do I see a similar hole at my feet at the mouth of the tunnel I'm in? Where that
Only
stone
the
is?
center tunnel has a dimly glowing stone embedded in front of it.
And now that tunnel, is it lit? Or not, at least not dark?
It is not. They are all dark.
Oh, okay. Peter, there's some sort of magical trick about over here. I wonder if maybe that seems to be maybe your realm, or maybe you can touch its mind or whatever it is you do. And...
Can I take a look at it? Maybe do like a... Can I see if there's any magical element to it?
Yes, but because we were in initiative, we'll just need to wait for your turn for that.
Okay.
Desperado, you've conveyed this to Peter. You can say more if you wish, or you can also take an action.
There's 3 tunnels. They're all pitched. They're all in blackness.
Yes.
I know.
Black.
My friend and my new friend went down the one in front of me.
Yes.
And the little guy is behind me. I don't feel. It feels brash to race down into the nothingness. I might move over towards this lit up stone and just see if it's loose.
Okay.
Hey Ben.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I forgot I have halfling luck. I rolled a 1 on my initiative. Does that mean I can reroll?
Sure.
Awesome.
Here you go.
That's 15.
Very
That's
nice.
much better.
That'll move you up to second. Desperado, the stone doesn't seem to budge. It is flush and embedded with the stonework in the floor.
All right.
You can make.
I will just.
Sorry, you can make an investigation check, though, please.
I'll try. Yeah, why not? Can't make any.
I'd consider this to be an investigation of sorts.
I keep rolling an advantage. Sorry, it's okay. 11.
Okay. You see in the ground. There's a small channel, like no more than an inch deep, that seems to run along the ground from the center to the other areas as well. Desperado. After Desperado is Peter.
Since he pointed out that there was some kind of a magical effect going on, I want to circle round to where he pointed out, and
right where I'm standing,
and see if there's anything I can make of this.
What do you do?
Mechanically, I would like to do an Arcana check to see if there's any magical elements that I can make out.
Okay, please do.
$18?
You sense that the copper wire that frames the entrance to the tunnels is magical, as is the dimly glowing stone that is in the floor, in the center of the threshold in the middle tunnel.
I'll make that clear to everyone. Perhaps this effect has something to do with the wire in some way.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know if a normal blade would cut through it.
Oh no, only if I had a magical blade that deals a lot of damage to stationary objects. Not anymore. Because some naked guy stole our clothes and shield and sword and ran off into the dark.
Can you say stole if you gave it to him?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel robbed.
You two are very confusing.
Listen, I thought he was my friend. He wasn't my friend. I don't trust anyone anymore. It's over.
Durian and Jacra, you hear the footsteps of Commander Hawkins retreating deeper to within this tunnel.
I mean...
And next is Durian.
I'm gonna put away my great axe. I'm gonna pull out my shield and the warhammer from Cyrus. I say, looks like you're gonna get some use anyway. And hearing that the copper wire is magical and might be causing this effect, I'm gonna try and smack the hammer against the wire and see if it has any effect whatsoever. See if it, makes the darkness flicker or dispels it completely.
You stand in the center of the threshold of the tunnel on the glowing stone, and you strike the copper wire with your hammer, he said?
Yes.
And for the brief second that you make contact, the central tunnel illuminates the full distance. You see that it is about 60 feet long, and there's another chamber at the end of this tunnel.
Where's that freak running to? Can I see him in the brief moment?
So, I'm sorry, I did picture you on the center tunnel.
Right. It's the one with the stone, right? The light?
Yes.
Oh. Well,
and the
that's
tunnel
fine.
seems to be... Durian, roll me a d6, please.
Oh, okay. 4.
The tunnel seems to be empty. Nobody is there.
Oh, that's disheartening. Having to roll. But then it goes
Chakra-
back to being dark.
Yes, as soon as right after you strike it, yes. So I would have that as your movement in your action.
Maybe if you hold the wire, it stays on. Then my turn.
Jacques, you hear again the footsteps of Commander Hawkins retreating into the tunnel, and then you hear a heavy breathing, and it is accompanied by just a thick, overwhelming stench, like rotten flesh and like cinders.
Maybe demonic smelling.
If you would.
Okay.
And swiping, you hear the sound of something swiping through the darkness. And I'm going to make these attacks at disadvantage against you.
Okay, my AC is 17.
Okay, a 22 will hit.
Yes.
You hear one claw go above your head, and then another slashes into your sternum for 6 damage.
Okay.
And next is Jacques.
All right. That thing that just hit me. I'm gonna take out my quarterstaff and I'm gonna spin it around and I'm gonna take a swing at this direction from which that attack hit me.
Okay. Because it is pitch black, you're unable to see. Just make your attacks with disadvantage, please.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I figured as much. Okay, disadvantage. Come on, 13.
You feel your quarterstaff hit the side of the tunnel, not finding any purchase.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Flurry of blows. I'm gonna come back with a punch, maybe a kick. See if I can get something to land. First one. 11. That ain't gonna do it.
You hear the creature dodge.
And the second one. Come on, give me some good rolls. Another 11. Nope.
Okay.
All right. Well. I am going to. I know I'll probably provoke an opportunity attack on this thing, but I'm going to go ahead and run away. I'm going to backtrack out of the darkness and back towards my friends.
Okay.
My full 45 feet.
The creature swipes at you as it senses you trying to leave. With a 13, it will miss. You hear a snickering echoing through one of the tunnels. The voice of Commander Hawkins. Don't come in here. You will not survive. Next is Desperado.
Durian, who do you have that candle? The candle that cuts through the darkness.
Oh yeah, I hold it.
I might grab the candle and just shine it down the hallway that Jakra just came from, Ben.
Okay, and remember, this candle has a very short radius of light that it emits that will cut through the magical darkness. So it illuminates about 5 feet in either direction of you.
Okay. Remembering that I'll just step back and place it on the ground, backing out to where my friends are.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna I'm not gonna run into the lion's den.
Okay.
I might try and touch the end of my rapier to the copper wire, but leave it touching it as opposed. Like I noticed when Durian hit it, it lit when he impacted, and then as soon as it came away, the darkness went back. But if my rapier, the tip of my blade touches it and stays there, see if maybe that illuminates longer.
Yes, and you're standing on the glowing stone in front of the tunnel as you do so, and the center tunnel illuminates. You can see the full length of it with in dim light, and it seems to cackle and sparkle a bit.
Hey,
my friends, the way is lit. And I think that'll be me.
Okay. And after Desperado is Peter.
You're on mute, Joel.
what? But even more so. No. Nothing.
Nothing.
Joel's been cursed. Ben has cast silence on him. Intriguing.
Joel will come back to you when you have that sorted. Durian, go ahead, please.
So there's 3 tunnels. We're in the central one.
Yes.
Desperado is standing on a glowing rock and is pressing his rapier to the copper, which is igniting the whole tunnel. You
Yes.
said it's cackling, like lightning's going down the wire or the tunnel itself.
Down the tunnel itself, yes, like a similar effect to that. And it appears as though there's a wire along the full length of the roof of this tunnel.
And how tall is the tunnel itself?
7 feet.
So could I, with the warhammer, touch the top of the wire on the top of the? Well, no, because if he's standing on the. Is at the end of the hallway? Is there another glowing stone on the floor, or is it just only at the beginning of the tunnel where we're at currently?
At the beginning of the tunnel.
And there's a doorway at the end of the tunnel.
An opening, and it looks like it opens into another chamber.
Desperado, I either I tie a rope to you and I run down the length of the hall, and you just follow the rope in darkness, or we push the button down with like something heavy, and you just use the top of your weapon to touch the wire.
I don't know that I'm actually applying any pressure. I wonder if you maybe lay your great axe along the top of this lit stone, and so it's also touching the copper wire, if it will create a permanent line.
And we can come away from initiative as you guys explore this concept.
You know what I mean?
Can be involved if you guys wish.
Yes,
Okay.
I got some hunting traps.
About how far is it from the button to the copper on the side?
Imagine yourself standing right before the entrance to the tunnel, and it is that stone, just below you, right in the threshold of the tunnel.
Like how many feet wide, or how many feet from one side of the button to the copper on the side of the tunnel?
2 feet.
2 feet?
Right.
I got.
You could lay down an emmer. The emmer would do that.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave it here.
Oh, just until we'll have to come back and go through the other passway anyway.
I could do. If we're coming back, I pull out. I have some javelins that I've been holding on to. I don't know how long these javelins are, but I have 4 of them, and I imagine that's enough to kind of like link together to form a little metal link from the button to the actual copper itself on the ground, and they're heavy too, so I don't think it'll have a problem. Pressing
Before you put too much work, test to see if it'll work.
I'm just gonna take a javelin and just put it on the button.
Sure.
And see what happens.
It seems to connect the magic of the stone in the ground to the copper wires, and the tunnel remains illuminated.
Okay, I'm gonna swap it for a hunting trap, as a javelin is a lot more useful than just a trap.
And I guess traps span 2 feet.
No. Like a big bear trap.
What's that?
The big bear trap from the mushroom cave.
Don't forget, my friend, you have that sling if you need to shoot something far away.
Yeah, fine. I'll put down some javelins. I'll put down however many javelins it takes to.
One javelin does the trick.
Okay, yeah, just one, my friend. Now
I'll put a javelin down.
You guys hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, Joel.
Welcome back.
Okay.
And you're back. All right. Are you okay there, my new wind friend, Jakra?
Yeah. Yes, I'm fine. I took a bit of a blow in the fight there, but I was, all right.
I can't tell you guys how much I want to kill that man who stole all that good gear. I want him dead.
Good time, my friend, Darian. All good time, my friend.
Yeah, sure.
If this passage is like the other two, we know that this is a dead end, right?
It looks like the tunnel is 60 feet long, and at the end of the tunnel, it opens to another chamber.
Well, I guess.
But there's some demon thing guarding that 60-foot tunnel in the darkness.
I'm gonna killing that man.
I'll enact my divine sense once again, Ben. Hoping to discern the direction of where that demon was.
Well, you recognize that if the the walls are between you and the demon, you would not be able to locate it. And it does not seem to appear before you. What will it be, guys?
Let's go down the light we can see, at least, my friends.
One path forward.
You're okay there, Darian?
I shall follow you.
I just want to kill that guy. I mean,
right.
I mechanically can't be angry anymore, but I'm still upset.
Well,
I don't like that.
I have a strange feeling that you'll get your chance.
I mean, you're always kind of angry, if I'm not mistaken, my friend.
I think I'm pretty cool-headed.
For an angry guy.
Okay. All right. I'll move forward. I got the warhammer out. I got my shield. I'm one-handing the hammer.
Okay.
And I'm just cautiously approaching the entrance.
Okay.
Just listen for what Can you tell us about the thing that tried to swipe at you, Jakra?
Yeah, what'd you see?
What did I see is nothing, unfortunately.
Oh.
I can tell you what I felt was pain. Searing pain, unlike most that I've felt before, but I'll be okay. It definitely was powerful.
Did you hear anything or smell anything or anything that might help?
Yes. I heard its footsteps. It sounded rather large and quite powerful steps. And it smelled. Oh God. I'm sorry, Ben. I know you mentioned like a smell on it when I can't remember how exactly you described it.
It smelled of cinder.
Yeah, it smelled like cinder as it approached.
Right.
I was barely able to avoid. I mean, it struck at me multiple times. I was barely able to avoid the others, probably only because of that undeniable stench. But
Let's try and move with soft steps down this hallway.
Did it feel like it was a big thing?
Yes, it definitely did.
Okay.
Durian first. Who's second?
Me.
Oh.
Jakra. Who's third?
I guess I'm third.
Desperado. Peter, are you following?
I am following, but I'm using my halfling Lightfoot ability to hide behind my companions.
Okay, very good. So the four of you enter the central tunnel.
Yes.
As you travel, perhaps 15 feet in, you see that there is a channel or something cut away from the center of the tunnel. It looks like it opens up to, another passage that probably connects the three of these tunnels at about halfway down. So about 30 feet in, it looks like there's a tunnel, or at least some area above that you can move from one tunnel to the next. And as the group of you enter the tunnel, moving forward carefully, you see a wicked, hideous visage and it drops down from this connecting tunnel. It almost resembles the face of a person, but it has long fangs dripping with saliva, and kind of a curving horn protruding from the back of its head. And it says words of magic in a language that you cannot understand, and it gestures beyond you and raises magically the javelin that you have set in place, and the entire tunnel is shrouded in darkness, and you find yourself unable to see anything. We have you from 20 to 10 feet deep in this tunnel, essentially, as the group of you have proceeded. Now it is pitch black. And we'll just pick up at the top of initiative there. And Desperado, you can act first.
So we saw it drop down and then the lights went out. Is that correct?
Yes, you saw its head drop. It cast a spell. And then you're in darkness.
I'm just going to pivot slightly so that my friends are ahead of me. I'm just kind of like, because how wide is the tunnel? It's like 5 feet wide, did you say? Or it's like a 7 foot diameter?
About 7 feet tall, 4 feet or so wide.
Okay. What I want to do is, because I saw where it was and then the lights went out, so I'm going to shoot an arrow where it was.
Okay. Make an attack with disadvantage, please.
Right, here it comes. Yeah, so I just step over this way, so I'm not shooting over my friends. That's 17 to hit.
You hear the arrow strike stone, and you feel fairly certain that your aim was true, despite not being able to see where you sent your arrow. So the creature must have moved.
Back to where we can see my friends, and I'm gonna work my way back out to where the light was removed.
Okay. You move past Peter to find your way out. Peter, you're next.
I'm gonna whisper to my friends to chase after it, and I will reestablish the light.
Okay.
As I run back.
Okay.
Being that I think I'm the one with the longest distance abilities, I think I can still be of use even over there. So I'm gonna turn around and try to reestablish the light if I can.
Okay. So Peter, you and Desperado rush back out of the darkness, and when you emerge, you see a tall, gangly, looming creature with claws, over a foot long, and knobby appendages. It is standing there, and almost a smile seems to come across its face as it lifts its claws against you. It is still your turn. That would be your movement to come back out of the dark tunnel.
How much further until I can reestablish the light with the, what do you call it, with the...
Where's the javelin?
The javelin, right?
If you wish to do so, you're standing there right now. You can try to take the javelin. It was merely lifted, and it's almost hanging there conveniently in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay. So you take the javelin and try to connect essentially the glowing stone with the wires. Okay. You do so, and the tunnel is illuminated. Next is Durian.
Oh, the lights are on.
And Durian, you see the way that you entered, this hulking, gangly figure looming over your two allies.
And I wonder who did. I turn around and I see him like, oh! I'm gonna start making my way back there.
Okay.
Because Despero and I are not in the greatest shape, but I don't know how these two newcomers fare in battle. Sure. So I'll go ahead and I'll move my full 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And is it like right up next to us, or is it like next to the pit?
It is near the pit, off to the side of the opening.
So it's not within striking distance at the beginning of the tunnel.
You can move to within striking distance of it if you wish.
All right. As I run past, I look at Pietro. I say, "Tell my story if it flings me in the hole." This guy who knows nothing about me, and I'm gonna go trying to hit it with a hammer.
Nice.
Of my past friend Cyrus. Go with just a one-hand attack for a 17.
A 17 will hit this creature.
Deal. Oh, that's pretty decent. 10 bludgeoning damage as I just kind of run up and try to smack it across the face.
Okay, you do, and crack several of its long fangs, and the creature whips its head back around to you, Durian.
You ugly.
Gazes over the three of you standing before it. And Peter, will you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Got the
Yeah.
days.
Yeah,
You think so?
For what though?
The sorcerers get con saves.
Constitution
true.
check.
See,
16?
Nice.
Sure, and you feel the threat of this creature as it tries to weaken you with its mere gaze, but you're able to overcome that. With its 2 long arms, it swipes at you twice, apparently also having an affinity for halfling meat.
dirty.
A
That's
15
tough, man.
and a 12.
Okay, so the 12 will miss.
Okay. You will take 11 slashing damage.
That hurt.
Ouch.
The demon darts quickly into the left tunnel, trying to escape into the darkness. The 3 of you can make attacks of opportunity.
Let you go first, Diane. You had the initial big swing.
Yes, I was just trying to read up and see if this was a heavy weapon or not. It is
It's
not.
versatile.
Yes. It doesn't have the tag. 11.
Will miss.
23.
10 will miss.
Peter, with the 23, you hit.
Come on, guys.
Sorry. I'm really upset about losing that armor.
5 damage.
Stuck.
Sure. And your dagger finds the back of the demon, but does escape, slinking off back into the darkness. Jacra, you're up. You felt, your allies move backwards out of the tunnel. You find yourself alone in the pitch black.
I moved out of the tunnel in my last turn. Didn't I?
A group of you entered the tunnel together, and then we took it from the top
Oh,
of initiative.
that's right.
Yeah,
I'm
we're in the
sorry.
middle
Yeah.
tunnel.
Yep. We did the whole thing in between. Duh.
You did hear me say go after him.
Yeah.
But it's lit up. You're lit up.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. The tunnel has been re-illuminated by...
Yeah, with the candle. Or no. We started with the candle with the
Peter
thing.
replaced the javelin.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm gonna run up on this big ugly thing now that I can see it, and
No, I'm sorry. The demon had used the time to circle around, attack your allies, and then disappeared into one of the darkened tunnels, as there are 3 of them.
it went into a different tunnel that is
Yes.
blacked out. Okay.
Yes. You find yourself in the illuminated tunnel, the central tunnel.
Got it. Okay, that's where I was getting mixed up because you were saying it was in the. Okay. So it went into a different tunnel then. Are we going after it?
I don't know if we can. Or maybe we just try to move on.
Fair enough. And I will just let it go, and we'll move on.
You want to continue forward in the illuminated tunnel?
Yes, but I would like to change my positioning within the group and take up the rear. I don't want my short-statured friend back there by himself. He's a bit squishy.
Okay. So the other 3 are back in the chamber at the entrance of the tunnels. So you can wait for them to rejoin you or go back to join the group as you wish.
I mean, I guess we'll go back over and regroup.
Okay.
Are there any Ben? Where we are, and I'm sorry if we're still initiative. I can wait. I was just looking. I'm gonna look around for like a rock or something. It's just like with my eyes.
Sure, that will bring us to you, Desperado. There are loose rocks upon the ground. Absolutely.
Like fist size or bigger.
Yes.
Just something to wedge the like on top. Basically, set it on top of the javelin that's on top of the lit up stone. Like it's got to move 2 things to move the
So the
it's
javelin
being tricksy with its mind.
must be at an angle.
Oh, right.
To touch the
It's on the
stone
wall.
to the wire,
Right.
the glowing stone.
Is
Yeah,
there?
So there's not really a way. Yeah.
the wire on the wall, is it like one wire, or is it like a bunch of different wires like woven together that then goes to the
I
top?
imagine there are several wires woven together.
'Cause, yeah, I mean, we got rope. Got maybe, I don't know what these guys came here with, but maybe they have some pitons. Back to basics.
Pretty sure I have some.
We can break initiative if you guys want. The demon does not seem to show itself. The central tunnel's still illuminated, but you guys are trying to figure out kind of how to proceed, it seems.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If we can tie a rope on either end, two separate sections on either end of the javelin, and tie one end into or around the copper in the wall to then make sure that's secure, and then grab something to secure it onto this thing on the floor. Does it make it so it's really hard to move, or if it does move, it still hit? So when it tries to do that weird thing where it makes things float, however it does that, it wouldn't work as well, or maybe buy us more time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, what we could do is we could grab that big ladder that's left behind and just put it on the floor. I don't know how easy that would be, easy to like move and lift. I don't know if this thing's got a limit.
We had Cyrus. It was easy for you and Cyrus to do it, but I'm not sure that you and I would be able to lift it together. I don't know.
Oh, you guys, are either of you strong?
I look at the 3-foot halfling and the monk with no muscles. Monk made of air.
Very lithe and lean muscles, just not bulky.
As you guys are kind of contemplating this, I'm just gonna get my shield out. I'm just kind of watching your back as you're kind of down the darkened path, watching for this thing to kind of come back.
All right, run your pockets. Who's got what?
Durian, you've come up with two different ideas of what to do, right? What was the first one involving the javelins?
It's just like taking rope and fastening it to each end of the javelin to make it so it's kind of like joining them together on like the side with the copper and the side with the wall, and I imagine, or the one with the button on the floor, and using a python to like hammer it in and make sure it doesn't move, which is also metal.
To basically try to affix the javelin so that it can't
and make it
levitated.
a lot more secure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we just run down the hallway as fast as we can.
Or we just go until it gets dark again.
Or I can stay here and protect the javelin while you move forward.
Oh, there's that as well. Are you comfortable doing that? We wouldn't leave you behind very far, but
I could hide and attack if he comes up again.
But what happens when we get to the other side?
Then he comes with us. He comes.
Yeah, but it'd be dark. I mean, we got rope. We can use rope. I can just tie a rope to you, to myself, and I just tug you through the hallway.
Durian is a huge fan of tying people together with a rope.
Look,
sorry,
we're
Jason,
in a
what were you
dungeon,
gonna
all right? I'm just using what we got.
Listen,
Okay? Everyone's got rope. It's a reason.
We got to the other end where the demon kind of jumped out of the raised area. It was all dark. It was all lit up there, and then when the light went out, it all went out down that way as well. Or
Yes.
does it seem like the darkness only? So it basically fills everything.
Yes, it seemed to fill the full 60-foot length of the tunnel. Just
Okay.
kind of working its way in, shrouding you in complete magical darkness.
Me and my friends, and maybe that's the best way to go. You know, we let our little friend here kind of keep the lights on, so to speak, and the three of us go and take care of this thing, or flush it out at least.
Well, I do think that the plan is good, but Peter, no disrespect, but I think that maybe I should stay behind instead. I'd have a bit of a better chance catching up with everyone, and I'm a little better at getting out of the tightest spots than you are. No offense, my friend. You're much better at a lot of other things.
I'm very good at getting into tight spots. Yes.
Yes. Yes, that you are. But I do think if any of us are going to lag behind a bit, that I would be the best one suited for it.
Jackra, do you have like a bow, or like a crossbow?
I have a staff.
Would you?
I have some darts.
I'm
you go.
very hesitant about this because the last time I did this, I immediately got stolen and run away into the dark.
I can breathe lightning on people.
That's pretty cool. But I was just gonna give you this, and I'm gonna hand him the sling that I just received, and the eldritch bullets and your eldritch rocks that are next to it. I say,
Oh,
I'm like I throw those and I point towards the javelin, but I don't know how good I'd be doing like this. I got big fingers. But you seem like, I mean, you're made of wind, man. You're probably better at it.
You gifting this to me?
Yeah, I mean, you're supposedly here to help,
I've
and
never- I've never had a gift.
Oh,
Thank you.
you want a durian? And I pull a fruit out of my bag. Would you
Oh
like
my
one of?
goodness.
That stinks worse than you.
It's what. No, it doesn't stink that bad until you
be
open it.
nice. It stinks exactly the same as him.
It's the
Thank you.
reason
Talking
why it's
a
my
lot for-
namesake.
You know, there are things trying to kill us, and you guys are making pleasantries in a weird tunnel.
Come on, this is what I do. All right.
So
I deal with
Joffre
that
has
guy.
decided to hold the javelin in place to keep the tunnel illuminated while the other three of you wish to dart
Yes.
through as quickly as possible. I have that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Book it.
Desperado, so we'll hold the same initiative count, and Desperado, you will charge through first.
All right, I'll move just to the end, kind of almost where that thing dropped down from.
Okay.
Was it like 20 feet-ish
It's
in?
30 feet in, halfway down the 60-foot tunnel.
Yeah, I'll go to about there and just see if I see anything. I don't want to get too far from my friends.
Okay. Make a perception check as you move there.
Advantage. Uh, 21.
You hear quiet, cautious footsteps moving away from the center here. The sound from the left tunnel spilling over this wall, where the area is removed that connects all three tunnels. It seems
Right.
to be heading back to the main chamber.
Like people footsteps or
The footsteps of a creature, large slinking steps.
I might so I see it kind of going back to where Jacre is essentially, but down the parallel to us.
You hear that, yes.
I might try and stealthily move back if I could. Use the rest of my movement to basically go double back where I'm coming from.
This would take 30 feet of your movement to get there.
Cool.
Do you have movement left?
I do. I have 5 feet left
Okay,
in my
so
my move. Yeah.
you can begin going back the way you came 5 more feet. The perception check would be your action.
Oh, okay.
Okay. After Desperado.
Could I just point? As I'm going, can I just point that way? Like.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to make a signal. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then next is Peter.
Okay, if I see him pointing backwards, again, I would be the last one in that line. So I'm gonna turn back and go and help Chakra.
Okay, yeah, I still have you at the entrance to the tunnel. Just taking, because I feel like as soon as we start entering the tunnels, go back to initiative.
Yeah.
So you wish to hesitate there in the main chamber waiting?
Yeah, if I see him turn around,
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling that we probably have something coming.
Okay.
from one of the other entrances. So I'm gonna hold action.
Okay.
On. Let's see. Yeah. On a chromatic orb.
Okay, and so if anything appears out of the darkness, you wish to cast that.
Exactly.
Okay. Durian, you're next.
I'm ready to start charging down this hallway, and I see Desperado get halfway there, stop, turn around, move back 5 feet, and point. I'm like, oh. And I look over, and this guy's doing some motions, and I'm like, okay. And I'll just like stand next to the wall where the copper is, and I'll just have my hammer ready, and I'm just gonna like basically just like horizontal swing into the first thing that comes out of that darkness. I'm ready an attack.
Okay. So you guys at Desperado's signal have heard, expect the demon to emerge from the left tunnel again. Some time passes, enough for Desperado to come back out of the tunnel as well, and the creature does not appear.
Sitting there ready, just waiting, and
I heard it.
And then nothing, and then Aaron just looks sad. He just looks down at the ground.
I'm gonna slink stealth back down the lit up hallway where I came from, Ben.
Okay.
I'm okay being a bait.
Okay, make a stealth check, please.
Okay. Oh, it's a good one. This is the one you want to fail because I want to draw it out.
Okay. And there's a bit of wire, loose upon the ground that you stumble over for a moment, and it gives away your position, about 30 feet deep there down the hallway. After Desperado is Peter.
Still nothing, right?
Nothing has emerged. No. Several tense moments have passed, and the demon did not show itself.
I don't like this.
I love this. This is great.
This is so frustrating. Okay.
I have no options.
I do. I just don't want to use it. But I don't have a choice. Okay, I think it's time we start using some big spells.
For detect thoughts, you will need to see the creature.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All of these spells, you need to see the creature.
Yeah, okay. You could
yeah,
prepare it, but again, if you don't have the opportunity to cast it, your spell slot does fizzle.
Yeah, it doesn't do me any favors. I've got nothing, man. Okay, I'm just gonna hold Frostbite.
There you go. That's something, man.
Okay.
Actually, Ben, I'm gonna hold Mindsliver. So should he appear, I'm gonna cast that.
Okay. After Peter's Durian.
Everyone's just like readying attacks again. Peter, you didn't move. You're still.
Yeah, I'm right at the entrance of the lit up tunnel.
Right next to Jakra. Jakra holding the spear, or the in place.
Garden spear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Durian's just gonna grab a javelin and just go down 30 feet and just like ready to throw it at the thing if it shows up.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. And Durian, Desperado, you have made your way halfway down the illuminated tunnel. In the chamber where Jacques and Peter wait, the hideous face of the Vavau demon emerges from the left tunnel. And as it gazes out, that will trigger your held action, Peter, if you wish to cast your spell.
I will. So that would be intelligence saving throw.
2 is a failure.
That'll fail. So it's going to take 1d6 psychic damage, and it'll subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw.
Okay.
Does my javelin also get thrown?
So that's 5 psychic damage.
You can't see the creature as it's coming out of the left tunnel into the main chamber. I have you halfway down the illuminated tunnel with Desperado.
I don't know where this thing is, Desperado.
And the creature's hideous visage seeks to weaken you. Peter, please make a Constitution saving throw. That's a success. Okay. It reaches out of the darkness, trying to rend you with its claws. It'll strike you, Peter, once, trying, with a 24.
That'll hit.
And you'll take 11 slashing damage.
I am bloodied.
And the creature's long, spindly arms slash out, attacking Jacques as well. With a 16 to hit.
Miss.
The creature moves swiftly back into the sheer darkness.
We get opportunity attacks?
Yes. At disadvantage, please.
But
11.
18.
18 will hit.
Eight damage.
Jacques, you take the opportunity to attack this creature, but in so doing, you do drop the javelin that is connecting the magical lights, and the center tunnel is again shrouded in pitch black darkness. However, you do feel your staff connect with the demon. Then Jacques, it is your turn.
Okay, see, I thought I was just guarding it. I didn't know I was holding it. I guess I'm pick it up and put it back.
Okay. The tunnel illuminates the central tunnel, providing light for Durian and Desperado.
And I'll just look at Peter and I'll just be like, run!
Next is Desperado.
Well, I look down and if I'm looking back at where my friends are, it kind of came out and then went back to the right.
You saw nothing more than large, gangly claws swiping and rending flesh.
Okay.
And it came. If you're facing the 3 tunnels, it is in the left tunnel.
Right. So it's on my. If I'm looking at them, it's on my right.
Yes.
Yes.
Does it seem to be avoiding? Can I tell if it's avoiding the darkness or the light strategically or out of like fear of it?
It did not seem to rescind or be injured by the light as it struck you, so it's probably out of strategy.
Okay. For the shot.
Good question.
Where we're at, Ben? Can I? Because you mentioned that there's like there's a passageway where we are that kind of loops back around.
The 3 hallways are connected by a passage, going above the walls.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is it hard for me to get up and around there to get? Basically, I want to basically like cut it off.
So yes, you can climb up over that wall. If you want to drop down into that hallway, you'll be shrouded in pitch black.
That's fine. It's this is a time for bravery, not a time for cowardice. With my rapier in my hands, I'm gonna do that and just brace myself, waiting for the presence of this thing, hoping I can try and strike it when it comes near, and also moving basically in the direction towards my friends. So kind of like basically doing a U.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah, it does. So you're able to climb into the next passageway and begin moving back towards Jacques and Peter, and you do bump into a large, hulking, disgusting creature.
Nice. Can I try and skewer it with my rapier?
Yes, you can make an attack at disadvantage.
All right. It's his disadvantage. 13?
13 will not hit. You feel your rapier strike the wall of the tunnel.
And with my bonus action, I'm kind of focusing in on the lady, and I'm going to cast a Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And that will be all for me.
Okay, after Desperado...
I might yell out if I found it. It's here. I've got it.
Okay. Then is Peter.
Okay. I saw him going back into the dark tunnel, right?
Yeah, you saw him disappear over the wall, climbing into the left tunnel.
I'm pretty bloodied, so I want to make some distance between myself and him. But I also have a crossbow that's loaded. I'm going to take a shot and run after that.
Try to take a shot into the darkened tunnel?
Yes.
Okay, you do run the risk of hitting Desperado.
You said this creature is large, right? And this tunnel's only 7 feet across.
Technically, it's medium, but it is a large creature.
Okay, so it's not exactly squeezing.
It's tall and spindly.
I can still imagine it covering most of that space. So I feel pretty safe I feel pretty safe in taking a shot.
Okay, let's see it.
All right, so this is going to be light crossbow at disadvantage.
Yes.
14.
Your crossbow bolt sails over it just strikes the wall next to the demon, does not harm Desperado.
Okay. And I'll move back further, make some more distance between me and him.
Okay. Next is Durian.
Oh, okay, I guess. Chakra, good job. Bye. I'm just gonna hop the wall.
Okay.
And follow Desperado.
Okay. You follow Desperado. You run into him. He is before you, obviously engaged with the demon.
I'm gonna say, watch out! I'm trying to get it, and I'm gonna feel his back and see that I'm touching his back, so I assume he's swinging forward, and then I'm going to quite recklessly try and swing and hit the creature.
Okay.
So I'm making a reckless attack, which will just make it a normal attack with the Warhammer, and maybe I'll bonk it on the head.
All right, very good.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, it's a 9. It didn't work. And that's my...
Okay, my friend, we've got this.
That's my turn.
Okay, the creature turns away, rushing away from you, Desperado. You can make an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
All right.
As you feel its presence fleeing.
Aha. That lady smites you, my friend.
You would have.
Oh, no.
Your scimitar finds only the air. It rushes away from you and emerges from the tunnel. Again, its gaze falls... Peter, you have backed away, essentially, from the tunnels, right? It glares pointedly at Jacques. Jacques, please make a Constitution saving throw.
This guy, made of wind? Constitution?
Okay.
Oof.
So
Okay.
with a 3, you will deal half damage with weapon attacks that use strength for a minute. And you can repeat the save at the end of each of your turn.
That's
the
not good.
creature moves to rush past you. And it swipes at you 2 times, Jakra, with its claws.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. With a 10 to miss, and a 22 will hit.
22 does it.
You'll take 7 damage.
Okay.
And as he rushes past you, you can make an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Have I gone since the last time he broke away from me?
No? What do you mean?
Well, because I took an attack of opportunity then, so that would have used my reaction. Just, just being honest.
Pays off in the long run, Chris.
Yes, yeah, you went because you just simply put the javelin.
Oh,
back
that's
in
right. I
place.
spent
Yeah.
my whole turn just to replace the thing. You're right. You're right. So, wait. So if I attack him this time, am I gonna drop the javelin again?
You would, or you can
no,
attack
we're
with the
good.
javelin as you wish.
I
But
mean,
you
no
know
one's
we're
in
not
the
down there
tunnel
as well.
No one's in the tunnel anymore.
Yeah.
Now we're playing a game of chicken, chasing after this thing,
Musical chairs, but with lights instead.
and a tunnel.
No, I'm gonna let it run past. I'm not gonna
Okay.
attack.
It darts into the tunnel on the right, disappearing into the shroud of magical darkness. Jakra, it is your turn now.
Okay. Okay. So it went into the tunnel to the right, but the rest of the guys went
In the tunnel.
the same one. Tunnel
The
to the
tunnel
left.
on the
Okay.
left, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Jakra is going to go to the tunnel to the left, but she's going. They're going to take the javelin with them.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and dash or whatever I need to do to get there all the way to catch up with everybody.
Okay. You move to the left tunnel into the Shroud of Darkness, and you find Durian and Desperado. You just kind of clumsily run into Desperado. Desperado, it is your turn.
Where'd it go?
When it went to the tunnel to the right.
Okay, so and the middle tunnel is no longer lit up. Is that right, Ben?
That's right.
So I really probably, although I can picture it, I don't actually, because I want to basically try and go to that other tunnel, the other one coming back, but I wouldn't really know my way very well. Like it's pitch black.
It's
I mean,
pitch
you
black.
can just hug the left wall and get out. We only went halfway in. There's no other obstructions. The wall is the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make my way to that far tunnel, Ben. Basically, same tactic as this one, just cutting off its path.
Okay.
Maybe feeling along the wall, because I saw it when it was lit up.
Sure.
Trying to.
You find your way to the center of the tunnel, and you climb the 2 walls that would place you into the rightmost tunnel.
Right on.
Okay.
Again, bracing myself in a defensive position. I guess would I need an action to do that to get there?
No, that can be your movement.
And then yeah, I'm gonna prepare, like hold like my action to try and stab if when I feel it get close.
Okay. Very good. After Desperado is Peter. You're in the main chamber that is illuminated, and all 3 tunnels are shrouded in darkness now.
All
the
your
demon
friends
has
are in
disappeared
darkness.
into the right tunnel, and your allies, you're not sure which one there. And Jakra did run into the left tunnel.
That's about all you know.
I'm also on the brink of death. Is there anything I can hide behind in this area?
Yes, there's the fountain.
Okay, and from there, would I have vision of the entrance to the tunnels?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use that as an action. Then I will try to hide behind the fountain.
Okay.
And keep an eye and see if I can see it coming out of one of the tunnels.
Make a stealth check, please.
25.
Again, you're hidden seamlessly behind the fountain.
I'm telling you, this fountain was made for me.
After Peter is Durian. Durian, you find yourself in the darkness.
Hello? I move forward and bump into Jokra. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm just gonna, I don't know where Desperado went. I'm just gonna go, and I'm just gonna run my hand along the left wall and just like follow the wall out of the tunnel until I can see again.
Back the way you came?
No, to where the hole is in the center of the room. I'm leaving the tunnel leaving the magical darkness so I can see once again, because Desperado was in the darkness, and then I heard footsteps, and I don't know where he's at.
To the original chamber.
Yes, the original chamber.
Yes. Okay. You come out and you can't see anybody.
Where is everybody?
Jokra, you left behind you. Desperado, who knows where. Same with Peter, gone from sight.
And I'll just move to I'll move to the entrance of the right tunnel, I guess, and just get ready to huck a javelin if anything comes through. If I see the monster at all.
Sure. The demon continues rushing down the tunnel and runs into you, Desperado. You can attack.
Yeah. And skewer itself. I could just hold the thing. I could run right into it.
There you go. Smite it back to its own.
Yes. 9.
Yeah, 9.
And as it runs into you, the creature swipes at you twice with its claws, a 17 and an 8.
Yeah, no good. Just too quick, even in darkness, Ben.
The creature moves, well, I guess technically it can't move through the space that you occupy by the rules. You feel it retreat a few paces from you, still shrouded in darkness. And Jokra, it is your turn. You find yourself alone in the left tunnel, shrouded in darkness. You felt Durian run back the way that you came.
Is this how you conceive this encounter would go, Ben? Musical tunnels?
I'm sorry we're annoying as all hell, Ben.
No, you're good. You're good. I like that the plan fell apart half of one turn into enacting it, as far as everybody rushing through.
And
it's just how plans go in D&D. So
plans are written in pencil.
Very much so.
Absolutely. The plan is to keep the tunnel alight, and we can do that if the creature's dead.
Yes.
And it doesn't want to be lit up.
Yes, that's right. So, Jokra, you do find yourself alone in the left tunnel, shrouded in darkness. It is upon you to act.
Okay. And to the best of my knowledge, there's not a light switch in this tunnel that I could wedge this javelin into.
No, not in that sense.
No.
You do recall that the entrance to each tunnel is bordered by the copper wiring. All 3 tunnels.
So in theory, there's some sort of mechanism in here, but I have no idea where it is or what, or if it's the same kind of thing or what. Because we haven't lit this area up yet. So, okay.
Guys, we're dumb. All right, I'm dumb.
No. We're dumb.
No, we're dumb. That's fair.
No, you guys are good. It's challenging to approach an encounter like this.
I think I want to just try to stay with everyone else
Mm-hmm.
for right now. So I'll just follow them back out.
Okay, sure. You find Durian out there.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of approaching the tunnel on the right side of the room.
Javelin
Peter's
ready.
gone. Desperado's nowhere to be seen, but you have caught up with Durian.
I don't know where anyone is.
Darian, where is everyone?
I don't know.
Where is Peter?
I think it's just you and me now.
Where is Desperado?
I don't know.
But where is everyone, though?
I don't know. I just
And
have a javelin.
Desperado, you find yourself shrouded in magical darkness.
Oh yeah.
The demon, is between you and the chamber where your allies are. It must be close.
I will take a step forward and lunge at it with my rapier again, just
Okay.
if anything, just forcing it back out of the tunnel.
Sure, if you would make an attack with disadvantage, please.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna roll 2 nat 20s here eventually, guys. You watch.
The holy glow of the smite is going to illuminate the
It's a
tunnel.
15 to hit, Ben.
This creature is dexterous enough to worm its way out of the range of your blade.
This guy
Bugger.
sucks.
After Desperado is Peter. Peter,
Can
you're
I
hidden-
just before
Yes.
in my turn, can I yell out light this tunnel the same way we lit the middle one. It's just a longer rod, a longer line.
Okay.
There he is.
Oh,
You hear Desperado's voice coming out of the rightmost tunnel that you're approaching during in Jacra.
found Desperado.
And Peter, you are behind the fountain. You've seen
No one knows where you're
Durin
at.
and Jacra come back into the chamber and just heard Desperado cry out.
I'm gonna hold my action. If I see the fiend, I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver again.
Okay. Next is
Hell
Durin.
yeah. I respect the decision, Joel, just to have no one know where the hell you're at. Maybe he fell down the hole. Who knows?
Always.
Okay. So describe this copper button situation to me.
Sure, there are
Once
the three
more, Ben.
tunnels, right?
3 tunnels.
And in front of the center tunnel, right at its threshold, is this glowing stone in the floor. And you found that whenever you connect the stone by means of metal or
People.
what have you, perhaps people, to the copper wire, then that center tunnel illuminates. You notice that all 3 tunnels have a border of this copper wire on them.
And for the copper in each of the tunnels, there's a wall for each tunnel. Is it like there's like copper on the tunnel, and then there's like a space, and then there's copper on the other tunnel?
That's right, several feet apart. Each
Okay,
tunnel
so
entrance.
So you need one javelin, button, wall, and then another javelin, wall to wall
Something like that.
to complete the circuit. So I look at do I have anything ostensibly long that I can use? Would a great axe do it? The great axe from the button to the right tunnel, would that be long enough to connect?
Sure.
All right, fine. I'll go take my great axe and I'll go set it up so that it's leaning on the button and leaning to the right wall to light it up. So we can see this horrific monstrosity yet again.
The right hallway is illuminated, and you see the terrible form of the Babao demon. Its long, slender limbs, writhing, and it is, poised over Desperado, ready to strike again.
All right, I did it.
And I believe that would be my action. So I would just move to be close to the great axe, and I would end my turn there.
And your idea is to have the great axe from the stone to the frame of the rightmost tunnel. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay,
at the very least.
sure. Desperado, what kind of armor do you wear?
I have studded leather armor.
Okay.
Insulator.
The face of the Babao is, apparent before you, looming over you. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, be right. Hey, look at that, 20. Not today, my friend.
Does Joel also get his mind?
I was gonna
sword off?
ask, is it visible to me?
Yeah, sure. Please make your
Nice.
Uh,
sure.
Please make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Anything to end this encounter.
A 13.
Maybe
That
they get
is-
this done.
That is just enough to save,
Oh,
so it takes no damage.
The creature claws at you, Desperado.
Oh wait,
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
it have doesn't
Actually,
it have the
roll
previous
1d4.
mind sliver?
Yeah, roll 1d4, please.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure it's been longer than a turn, but you know what? Just anything to end the
4.
turn.
Yeah, that'll put it below the threshold, so it's gonna take another d6.
Okay.
Oh.
And then we'll catch up to Desperado dying.
So that's 3 psychic damage and another 1d4 minus to its next save.
Okay. And with its claws, a 22 will hit. For
22
12
will
slashing
hit.
damage. And then a
Max.
critical hit. And we max out the first dice.
Woo!
Did that
So
roll?
I don't know what that is.
That did not roll correctly, did it?
A D8 plus 4 plus 0.
Equals 5
5.
somehow?
Well, because you rolled a 1.
Hey, you rolled a 1.
Okay, so it'll be 5 plus max damage. So 5 plus 12, 17 more slashing damage from the
That,
critical.
well, that is with the 4 plus from the
Yeah.
attack
Oh, you know-
bonus.
So
I'm sorry, it's automatically reading disadvantage, but the disadvantage is gone because the darkness is gone. So that's why it only rolled once for my critical hit. So the rolled dice was 5 damage, and then the first dice is maxed, so it would be
The rolled
12 on
dice
top
was
of
1
that.
damage.
just give me the total. What's the total damage for both both attacks?
Because on the second attack, you rolled a 1 plus 4 on your D8. So it would be 8 plus 4, so it would be 13 total on the second attack.
Oh, okay, sure.
Plus 12.
And what was
so
the what was the first one?
12. So
25
you took
total.
25.
Okay, guys, you only need 1 hit point.
Yep.
Okay, Jakra, you're up next. Durian has illuminated the rightmost tunnel. You can hear the fighting there, and you know that that's where the Babao is.
All right. I am charging in towards the sound of battle.
Okay.
And I'm going to go in swinging with my quarterstaff. But I am still in darkness while we're fighting, though, right? So it's still at disadvantage?
No, it's
Or-
the tunnel's illuminated now. You can see it. Yeah.
It is fully illuminated.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. That's good news. How about a 23 to hit?
That'll hit.
All right, now we can start doing some stuff. That's 10 bludgeoning damage, max damage on that one. Nice.
Very good.
We're gonna flurry of blows on this guy,
Okay.
and so they're gonna come in and basically in like a spin move, hit with the quarterstaff, spin around with the offhand, with the fist, and that's gonna be a 18 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And that's going to be 8 damage on that one. Another max damage roll. Very nice. And second unarmed attack from the flurry of blows So basically, they're gonna come in. They're gonna hit with the staff, spin around with the fist, and come back around with the roundhouse to finish up the combo here.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Is it like that? Is it like that kick they do where they jump in the air and they spin in the air while they're kicking them?
Yes, yeah. It's the thing that makes no sense from a physics standpoint.
Momentum wise, should not work.
Exactly. So that's gonna be 6 plus 4 total, right? Because we do the max damage on it, so it'll be 10 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
Shoot.
After Jacques is Desperado.
I'm at one hit point, guys.
You're fine.
You're probably okay. You know, just crit.
The
Just crit
stench
on
of the
it.
demon is repulsive, and it screams and shrieks in your face, Desperado.
I'm gonna try and gut it, Ben. Well, I mean, I started this insane trek through the darkness.
Yes, a paladin in the darkness, a tale as old as time.
The 17 hit him?
Will hit.
Or 11? 11 piercing damage?
Very good.
I can't move past him, so I just
Square up.
It's just there.
I could use some help down here, guys. getting a little too close for a call.
Oh, dicey.
This creature is shrouded in some kind of magical resistance to your attacks.
Oh.
You suspect that it
To
would
my
require a magical weapon to deal full damage.
Oh.
Oh no.
After Desperado
Ooh.
is Peter.
Hey Peter. You got some like spell that's gonna blow him up? You got something that's gonna like make his limbs fly off?
No. Do I have vision on him?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him with the hardest thing that I got.
Okay.
Don't
Which
say
is
crossbow.
no. It is a second level chromatic.
Okay.
Second. See if it's in my list of
48.
Yes, it is. So this would be the base level one. I'll just roll another d8 on top if it hits. And you know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration on this to roll
Yeah.
with advantage.
Well, isn't it? Doesn't he roll a save?
No, it's an attack spell.
Yeah, this is an attack spell. So this is gonna be at advantage, Ben.
Very good.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of something else. Sorry.
So 19?
Good.
19 hits.
A good use.
Yes.
So this is gonna be plus 1d8.
Okay.
I think it prompts you.
Oh, okay, yeah, it does. Oh wow. What is
Wow.
It does feel the full effect of your spell, but
this? Wait. I have something else.
Okay.
I don't know if half
give
of
me,
luck
give me a
applies to
second.
this.
I'm going all out on this. I'm gonna use sorcery point.
Oh. That's right, he's a sorcerer.
Oh,
I completely
nice.
forgot.
Nice.
This is part of the class.
Yeah. Hold on. So that's I'm gonna re-roll that one, and that 2.
Okay, let's see it.
So
we'll
this
start
is
with
gonna
a
be
5.
yes. So it's gonna be 5 plus 3d8.
That's a lot
Okay.
better.
15. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
We shoot. What kind of damage is it?
This is gonna be thunder damage.
Thunder.
And the creature clutches at its head and quivers, and it begins to bleed profusely from its ears, effectively bloodied.
As I give it basically what accounts to a psychic scream.
After Peter is Durian.
Grab the warhammer and the shield. I'm gonna run around the corner and just try to like jump and hit it over the head.
Okay, bonk it. Let's see.
Yeah, bonk it indeed. A 16?
We'll hit.
I think it's 16 as this AC. I think we've gotten to that point. For 9 bludgeoning damage. That is not magical. If only I didn't have that sword stolen from me by that one guy.
It felt like a good idea at the time, Durian. We can't second guess ourselves. We weren't using it anyways.
Desperado, we weren't. I was using it.
Oh, I was thinking about that. I was referring to the armor. My bad.
Oh, I couldn't use that. That's different. Well, no, that still sucks. And that's what I got.
Okay, the creature, seeing that you're badly injured, Desperado, will slash at you twice with its long claws.
Did he skip me? Oh. No, you didn't. Sorry. No, you smoked me, I hit you, now you're hitting me back. My bad.
Oh, 2 attacks, both miss. And it finds itself surrounded in between Durian and Desperado.
And
it will give a menacing glare to Desperado with the weakening gaze. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
For me again?
Yes.
Okay. 22.
You guys have been sticking it with these. That's good.
I guess that was the first time I actually hit it when I hit it, Ben. I haven't actually. I've just been swinging at the air the whole time.
I think for the most part, yeah. I think that was your first connection with.
That's
it.
why we wouldn't have known that I wouldn't have known that my strikes weren't doing as much.
I could have been more descriptive, perhaps, when it was hit by like Jacra, but yeah. So.
But no, I don't think so. Like I mean, I wouldn't know. I wasn't there when he was hitting it.
No. After the demon is Jacra.
But in the black.
Okay. Well, Jacra just saw how it reacted to Peter's attack, and Jacra thinks to themselves, and puts the quarterstaff away. Takes a moment to sort of refocus their ki, and you see they have one of their arms is wrapped up in like bandages and wrappings and stuff. And you all start to see like a faint pulsing purplish blue glow coming from underneath that as Jacra spins back around and goes in for another attack, this time fully unarmed attacks. So first strike is going to be an 8. That's not gonna do any good. So we're gonna spend another key point. We're gonna do another flurry of blows because we need to get this thing out of here. Another unarmed strike.
Ooh.
There we go. There's another crit.
Hiya.
Holy crap.
So as Jacra makes contact, instead of the usual bludgeoning damage that an unarmed strike would do, there's an explosion of electrical energy as their punch deals lightning damage on this attack.
Ooh.
And that second one is maxed out, so it's actually 6 + 4, so that would be 10 damage on that. And then the second part of my flurry of blows. Come on, go. I thought I was going to tip back over to another 20, but it didn't. So that's another 8. It's a miss.
Okay. And as electrical energy surrounds the demon, some of it seems to just be absorbed, and it doesn't have the full effect that you might have hoped.
Ooh.
Okay.
This is a dirty.
Okay.
This thing fights dirty, guys.
Okay.
Playing with the lights.
After
Playing with the lights
is Desperado.
I sit in there like I think of my kids sitting by the light switch, just like doing this all day, just like to bug each other.
Yeah.
Oh man, guys, I have 1 hit point.
Do what you gotta do. I've been there plenty of times.
Lay on hands, man. Save yourself.
Has 1 hit point.
I only have 1 hit point of lay on hands.
That'll double your hit points.
There. I am going to brace myself and take the dodge action and just face it up with my shield and my sword, but actually not attack and brace it from escaping behind me.
Okay.
And just dodge.
From the hallway behind you, Desperado, you sense a presence. You hear the heavy movement of armor, and
this guy, I swear.
Commander Hawkins is rushing towards you. No longer wielding the sword that it was gifted. It does rush and tries to slam into you.
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will miss with the 17.
Yeah.
And the second time it tries to attack you with an 8, it will miss.
Oh.
And now you find yourself surrounded by this doppelganger and the demon. Peter, you're up.
Gosh. He's out for blood, guys.
Does the doppelganger... does the demon, does it look bloodied?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna try to finish it off with the same move from last turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna gather my magics and send it towards him in the form of another chromatic orb.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a normal attack, right? No disadvantage?
No disadvantage.
Okay. I don't think a 10 will do.
A 10 will miss.
All right, fair enough. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, after Peter is Durian.
Hey Ben, I just remember I took a big hit. My Shield of Faith is gone, so my AC is back to 19. But I don't think you hit me in that time. But
right, okay.
AC is 19.
Sounds good.
I'm really, really tempted to go swing at this guy who just ran up and tried to slam into Desperado. Where's the sword? I'll figure that out later, and I'm gonna go back and just try to smack this thing across the face yet again.
Okay.
The demon.
Is the doppelganger? Is it still Kevin?
It is still Kevin.
Okay.
I'm gonna go make this a reckless attack. They get advantage. I feel like it's close to dying, and maybe I'll crit. Who knows? Maybe I'll kill it. Oh, that was a decent choice that didn't matter. A 14.
Will miss.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Thing has got a thick hide.
Hey, Desperado, I got good news for you. It's not gonna hit you. It's gonna go after me, and I'll end my turn.
I mean, either of us going down is not a good thing, my friend.
You're more prone to it than I am.
The creature panics, hoping to clear a way for it to escape this encounter, and it tries to claw at Desperado. And it has disadvantage.
It does.
An 8. And an 8.
Nice.
Okay, next is Jacques.
Smart dodge.
Pardon?
Chakra. I said that was a smart dodge. All right, Jakra is gonna spin back around and pull the quarterstaff out, since this doesn't really seem to be making much of a difference, and gonna take another swing with that for an 18.
18 will hit.
All right. I got 6 bludgeoning on that one.
Okay.
And then we're gonna drop the last key point, do another flurry of blows. Unarmed strike. That's a 22.
Hits.
All right. Doing another 6 points of I don't know. Let's do. I'll just stick with lightning damage.
Okay.
And I don't think it's going to matter because they're not technically magical attacks either way. So another 22 to hit.
Okay.
For 5 points of damage on that one.
Okay. The creature is panicked and in excruciating pain. You can see in its eyes. Desperado, you're next.
I've got Kevin on one side, or the doppelganger, and I've got this demon on the other side of me.
Mm-hmm.
Joker's to the right.
Do I just keep dodging, or do I?
Look at the matter with you. I mean, disadvantage with a 19 AC.
Worked out for
Yeah.
you so far.
I'm gonna try and. I mean, if I can just like draw up these attacks for now, yeah, Ben. I'm just gonna keep trying to keep this thing busy, or keep Kevin it busy at least. If I can give Durian some light to only deal with one of these things.
Okay. And Kevin tries to slam into you again. A 20 and a 14.
Oh, 20 hits.
And
I am down.
he uses his plate armor to just smash into you for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, crap.
Do you fall unconscious?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Desperado slumps to the ground. Next is Peter.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the same technique, so another first level chromatic orb.
Okay.
You got this, guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh no.
You know, that almost would have been good if it was a 1, but it wasn't.
So close.
Okay, a 7 will miss.
So very
But
close.
the worst thing you could possibly roll.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
Next is Durian. Desperado has fallen on the other side.
I'm in a hump. Face down, ass up, guys. Sorry.
That's the way I like to fall unconscious.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna look away from that.
Oh no.
Focus on this big demon thing in front of me and take a swing.
Oh my.
Yeah. I'm gonna do another reckless attack.
Okay.
Try and take this thing out. Once
You
and
got
for all.
this, Durian. You got this.
It's a hit for sure. A 23
Yep.
for
Just roll
8
max
bludgeoning. Not max, no. It is 8 damage.
Your Warhammer's not magical, right?
It was Cyrus's, so whatever it was.
No.
Okay.
The mace
sorry,
the mace is,
the
though.
encounter is turning into a bit of a slog, guys.
I don't have
okay.
it. You've got the
Not
mace. I don't
expected to
got
take
it.
the whole time. The damage reduction is proving pretty difficult to overcome.
I mean, we slowed it down getting to this point.
Well, somebody's
Ben, but,
holding on to
our
a magical
indecision of how
staff,
to-
but nobody's given it to anyone yet.
Oh yeah, I do have that. I completely forgot.
What's that?
Whoopsie.
A really good magical quarterstaff that can turn damage into healing, but it's cool.
All right,
Is that-
that comes
I
to
thought it was a-
mind.
I thought it was a rod. Sorry, I didn't know it was a staff.
I didn't know it was a staff
Actually,
either.
I think it is a rod, but you can still hit somebody with it.
Yeah. And you have the mace of disruption too, don't you?
No, I don't. I thought you had it.
Well,
Oh, maybe I
nonetheless, the demon towers over you, Durian, as tall as you are, and claws at you twice.
At advantage.
23.
23. And
And a 12.
all right, so 1.
We'll hit you for
6.
6 damage.
I could take that. That's all right.
The creature tries to rush away, shoving past Commander Hawkins. Durian, you can make an attack of opportunity.
Can the monk do as well? The monk was in range.
Sure. Jacra, yes.
This wouldn't be at advantage because that's not how Reckless works. I don't think. Is that how Reckless works?
It's only
look at the
your
wording.
attack on your turn, right? The first.
Yeah, attacks on your turn.
During this turn.
14 will miss. And a 10 will miss. Okay.
So the 10, okay.
The Babao shoves past Commander Hawkins and disappears on the other side of the 3 tunnels, turning the corner.
Is it dark beyond the tunnels, Ben?
It appears to be a dimly lit chamber. You can see that it opens up into a small room there.
You guys can see.
Right. Jacra, you're next.
Sorry.
Jacra, if you want to go and like take that thing out, by all means, be my guest.
Jocker's already running after it.
All right, cool.
Kevin, the doppelganger, is in your way.
Just go around him.
The quarters are too tight to shove past an enemy, or the Babao would have gone past Desperado several turns ago.
Okay. Okay, then
Unfortunately, he's barring
I'll
the way.
Yeah, I'll hit him, I guess.
Okay.
Quarterstaff. Yeah. It's a 15 to hit.
He's wearing plate mail. We know the AC. It's 18.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, your staff just smacks against his armor.
Whoopsie.
Right.
It's quite powerful.
Unarmed strike. My bonus action. Who gave him this armor? Jeez.
Yeah,
Dirty
I know.
20.
20 will hit.
It felt like a good idea at the time.
All right. That's going to be 6 points of, let's call it fire damage this time. A fiery fist just hits with an explosion into his chest.
Beautiful. And this creature does not seem to have any, strengths against such damage.
Just a really strong armor.
So I punch it in the chest and it reels from that attack, and I can tell it takes the full damage. You see Jocker just like...
These guys are...
Okay. After Jacra is Desperado. Please make a death saving throw.
Go. I got these in the bag.
If you have inspiration,
Just roll your
you can
20
use
real
such.
quick.
I use my inspiration. I don't do that anymore. I use inspiration. I don't stockpile them.
Oh. You know what? That's
D20.
fair.
Can I
D20
gift
roll.
an
Where's that?
inspiration?
I'm afraid not. Not in this circumstance.
Okay. Oh, he's so close. There's -1, Ben.
Okay, one step closer to death.
Don't sound so excited.
He's killing everyone that can heal. That's what he's doing. He's just
Oh,
taking
good.
them
Oh
out
my
one by one.
goodness.
That's all good. This is the fun of the game, guys.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take Desperado's hand and slap it across his chest and say, Healing touch! Give him 1 hit point.
It only counts as a TPK if he kills all of us in the same session, so it's fine.
Right.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
He's fine.
Is it like a ship of Theseus when like all the original party members die? It's just
exactly.
all new characters? Is it still the same party?
We gotta
The
stop doing this to
doppelganger
Ben, guys.
tries to slam into Jacra, making 2 attacks. I'm sorry, there should not be disadvantage. A 25 and a 21.
Yeah, those will both hit.
For 5 bludgeoning and then 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I am bloodied.
Commander Hawkins, the
And then some.
doppelganger, turns to flee down the corridor. During Jacra, you can make attacks of opportunity.
Actually, Ben,
Please.
But you have already done that, so this round, though, right? I'm sorry. Against
Yeah.
the Babao.
Well, I just took my turn,
Okay.
like right
Very
before
good.
I cannot.
Yeah, that's true.
I just
Mr.
got.
Ben,
I only got a 13 though. That probably doesn't hit.
What's
I
up,
think
Joel?
you missed me. I think you missed me because I go after Desperado. He just
Oh.
rolled his death save.
The doppelganger goes between you and Desperado. This is
Oh,
where he
okay.
inserted himself. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Good looking out. The 13 will miss.
Okay.
The doppelganger flees down the corridor and disappears from sight, much as the demon has. And I hate to do it, but that's where we're going to end the game for tonight.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, guys. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would for this combat.
got-
we were to say.
We got 2 potions. You know,
So in a bit of a bind with Desperado unconscious, and both of
I
the
have a potion
combatants
on me,
have,
too.
have fled. But
what
Okay.
were you at starting on that fight? Jason? Yeah.
26.
You were at 26. That's at 21.
It's my full health.
I mean, not bad. Not a bad place to start,
Could be better.
considering all things. And no like resources. No. Oh, and one lay on hands point.
Just
And
one.
and then I had my Shield of Faith once a day, and no spell slots.
So
I still have a potion of Giant Strength too, Hill Giant Strength. If anybody,
that could come in handy.
Yeah.
We'll pick up again next Monday, the 21st, and then hopefully you guys can defeat this demon and the doppelganger. If you're able to find them, we'll see what happens next time.
Yeah, and then we can level up.
Is that right?
to get there, you gotta survive this fight first, man.